Hey y'all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. Check it out. We are just getting into Hagerstown, Maryland. Going to do a little sightseeing today. Left Gettysburg early in the morning before the sun came up. Hopefully we beat out the rain. Supposed to be on and off showers today. So first stop will be Williamsport. It's supposed to be a cool park right along an old canal. All kinds of cool stuff. Hagerstown itself, I'm just going to drive through. We'll just see what a little bit of this downtown looks like. And these buildings are old, aren't they? Back roads, small towns, RVerTV style. All right, well, the journey starts now. All right, cut through town here. Actually, a city. Huge. Neat old buildings, though. I'm going to have to pick up a little bit of the interstate, trucking south down to Williamsport. Williamsport is right on the Potomac River in the West Virginia-Maryland state line. Then from there, heading down to a Civil War battlefield called Antietam. Randy from CB Traveler told me about it. Talked to him yesterday on the phone. Said he checked it out a year or two ago. And it has the history just like Gettysburg. And from there, going to keep trucking down towards West Virginia. Yay. So today is just one of those whatever we're going to find days. So sit back, next stop, Williamsport. Made it. Welcome to Williamsport, Maryland. Just following the phone here. Should be making a left. The Ohio Chesapeake Canal. Supposed to have a little national park. Bridge. That kind of thing. We'll find out. Just impressive. The architecture, how they've saved it over time. All these towns, oh my goodness, they date way back. Colonial days, way before Civil War, all that. Okay, I need to make a left. And looks like right up the road here. And since we had such a good experience up on the Erie Canal up in New York, I thought, well, we'll find another one. People ask how I find this stuff. I just use Google Maps, type in historic places when I get near towns. And there it is. I just missed the entrance. All right. Let's check it out a second. Well, I see water, old buildings. I'll drive down in there. This is a national park, historic park. Part of the Park Service. Get a picture of the sign up here. Chesapeake and Ohio Canal, National Historic Park. Potomac River. It's right on the other side of those trees. Pretty cool, huh? Well, I'll drive down. We'll walk around. There's supposed to be an old bridge you can cross the canal. Just old buildings everywhere here, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, I see the old bridge. It's off to the left. Let's go this way first. Check out the water. Looks like restrooms, picnic tables for day use. Very warm and humid this morning. Alright, I'd say this part of the old canal right here. The C&O Canal. All this stuff was hand dug probably, huh? Can you imagine who and what floated by through the generations and decades and all that? Must be one of their lock systems here. That is a heck of a bridge holding water. That's a lot of weight. Look how muddy it is, too. Of course, all the rains. My goodness. Raining every day. But that is holding that water. That is heavy. Wow. Well, maybe that's how they did it back then. Where's your canoe when you need one? There's a turtle. See his little head sticking up? Right there. There he goes, back under. Yeah, very muddy water. I'm sure you can fish it though. It looked like on the maps that a lot of bike trails. You can camp along the canal. But there's hiking and bicycle trails that follow along. Like out that way is Potomac River. Straight across would be West Virginia. But what a bridge to hold the weight of that water. Wow. That's something. And all the debris down there washed up. Cool. Well, see what else we can find. Little boats here. Maybe they give tours. Take people out. Go across that bridge. Okay, down that direction, I see it. Is that old time bridge we can cross. So we can actually go across the water down there. Well, I'm gonna drive over instead of walk. That's an old time building. I think they open up later. They're not open yet. This parking lot sure is rough. You could fall in these holes. Alright, let me get parked. We'll take a little walk. Here it is, the old-time drawbridge. Goes across the canal. Wow. That is something, isn't it? You look at this thing. All solid steel. Still standing. That big bridge is going over to West Virginia, over the Potomac. Still has all the pulleys, the cables on it. It's rusted, but still here. Way out, there's the Potomac. What a neat place. Wonder how many boats went under that thing, huh? Probably countless. History. All about history. Let's take a quick look at their park. Tracks. Oh, this was for railroad. Okay. Alright. Now I got it. Still even have the old tracks in the ground. Looks like they got soccer fields. Just a big old town park here. Non-stop traffic up on that big bridge. Another single lane bridge. Must be the entrance into the park down here. Alright, well, head back towards the van. See if I can find another turtle floating. Oh man. This is that single lane bridge. Check out the stonework holding it up. Tell me they didn't build stuff solid back then, 200 years ago. Still standing. Now you can't even get a piece of lumber at Home Depot that's straight. Everything's plastic. Okay, nothing more up here. Thought I'd take a quick peek. We got miles to do. Run down to that Antietam National Battlefield. That ought to be interesting. Old train bridge. I didn't know it until I seen the tracks. No wonder it's so heavy duty. That is just solid steel. The rivets in it. It'll be here for another 200 years. Alright, just got the phone all mapped out. It's not too far. Go to that battlefield down by a little town called Sharpsburg. Definitely get snow here. This is back east. Get all 4 seasons. I've never really been around Maryland much at all. Drove through here a couple times years ago, but never really tried to explore any of the towns. When I looked at it on the maps, the canal is what popped at me. Plus, after Randy told me about the Antietam Battlefield too, it's really all close. The goal is to get down to Harper's Valley, West Virginia, later on this evening. All right, next stop will be down near Sharpsburg in the Antietam Battlefield. Made it. It was only about 15 miles. Pretty drive though. Back roads, small towns. Yay. Alright, we'll go in our visitor center first. Then there's a auto tour, I believe. You can drive around. We'll do that in a van. Hit a few sprinkles of rain coming down here too. September 17th, 1862. 100,000 U.S. and Confederate soldiers clashed at Antietam. Wow. 100,000. Yeah, there's an auto tour drive we'll take. It's supposed to be a big tower, observation tower out there. We can check. America's bloodiest day, September 17th, 1862. 100,000 soldiers in these fields around here. Well, it's supposed to be like Gettysburg with the memorials set up, I believe. All the soldiers that were injured, both sides. The guy at the counter also said there's a bridge I can actually walk across. That's a real famous Burnside Bridge, I think he said the name of it was. $22,000 casualties in one day. Wow. Holy moly. What's that, old money? Confederate money? Memory captured in art. I'll be darned. That's cool. I'll be darned. Well, what do you think? Head out towards the drive? There's a national cemetery in town. We'll have to check that. Well, very, very well done in here. All right, let's head outside. I'm going to walk a little bit of it before we take the drive. There's memorials right around the visitor center here. Sure feels like rain right now. Wow, this place is something. Never knew. Antietam Battlefield. You know, you always hear about Gettysburg. This is something. This is quite a memorial. Metal plaques in it of the battles. Bet they have ceremonies and stuff here. It's really quiet here. The guy said I'll drive through. There's cornfields out there where all the battlefields were. This is all run by the National Park Service. Dunkard Church. And it's right over there. Well, let's walk over before we get the van. Stories of the battles on September 7th, 1862. How they fought back and forth. The commanders in charge. General George S. Greene, commanding. All new brick walks. Simple construction on the buildings, huh? Square brick buildings. Well, let's go in. Old wood floor, potbelly stove. Wood pews for the church. Looks like they just redid this building. Wonder if the floor's original. I bet. Smells old in here, the old wood. It was built in 1852. It survived the battles. Then a windstorm blew it down in 1921. Then they rebuilt it. There's the pictures of them rebuilding the thing. Wow. Very cool. Saving history. They call it a beacon of peace. More stories on the different battles. Major General Thomas J. Jackson, commanding. I just felt a couple raindrops. I'm going to go get the van. I thought about riding the e-bike here, but I'm just going to take the van. The ranger said I'd be fine. There's plenty of parking and there's not that many people here right now. They actually run their tour bus, which I parked next to, around, which is about the same size as my van. He goes, yeah, no problem. All right, let's do a little bit of exploring. We'll find that tower and that Burnside Bridge. Yeah, they're loading up a group now to take them around. Looks like school kids or something. Well, they give you a map. You just follow the arrows and the numbers. Well, stop here a second. Try to get a shot of these, or one on each corner. It's so quiet here, even with the cars. Definitely reminds me of Gettysburg. See, I think on this one we go around a big loop and then we go back towards the visitor center. All right, here we go. Yeah, the corn is way up there. Looks like they're having a good year. There's a cannon in that field. Probably some of these old barns and structures were around, maybe, huh? All the signs probably marking each battle that was fought at each location. This is on Google Maps. It shows the memorials and all of it right here on the maps. Right there's the main highway. That's how we came in. More signs for the battles right there on the left. More cornfields as far as you can see. Hey, almost getting a little sunshine coming through, yay. I believe this is that four corner marker up here where we started. Yep, now we got to double back and go behind the visitor center to find that tower. Here it is right by the church. See that little tiny blue sign? the arrow on it, that's what I'm following. Alright, let's go find that tower. There's a cemetery back up there. Yeah, that corn is just so high, isn't it? Everything's fenced with the wood fence. This place is immaculate. Here's another old farm. I don't think you can go in those. There's picnic tables there, though. Well, we're just gonna do the driving tour. I want to find that tower. That guy really said gotta see that, because it gives you a whole view of all the fields. You climb in the tower itself. Oh, I see it. Straight ahead. Right up here on the left, there's the tower. Cool. We'll stop there and take a break. All right, up we go. Start climbing. Whew, quite a stairway to climb. As far as you can see, cornfields. All right, we're almost up top. They got arrows and markers on the metal welded in different locations. You can definitely see a long ways. This was all battlefields. Can you imagine 100,000 soldiers out there? Blackford's Ford, 4 miles. Winchester, 32 miles. Shepherdstown, 4 miles. Huh. There's the van. I'm the only one out here. That trench was part of the battle there too. More markers. Upper Bridge, 3,000 yards. Prize Ford. Huh. Oh, out there. That's that farmhouse I think we just passed. Pretty sure. Next on the list is go find that Burnside Bridge. Well, when you think of Maryland, you don't think of big open farmlands and everything like this, huh? Do you? Okay, well, now we get to go down. Yay. You can see how steep these are. I mean, it ain't for the faint of heart to come up these things. Well built, though. They're solid. That was my morning and afternoon workout, these stairs. They're asking for feedback. National Park is, they got a little barcode there you scan. Well, in my opinion, it is extremely well kept, well laid out, well marked for the history that happened here. How do you document something like all this? War Department Observation Tower. There's a little layout of the views that we had. Well, very well done. This whole facility. Battlegrounds, the signage, the roads, all of it. One thing about history, it's not always the best, but it's ours. We gotta save it, keep it for future generations. Okay, that van says, let's go find a bridge. For more information on my travels, be sure to check out my website, RVerTV.tv. There you sign up for a newsletter, putting one out once a month now. Also, we got a merch shop, Armchair Traveler Series, the 2025. Heck yeah. Merch is out too. Coffee mugs, hats, shirts, all that. Plus, we have downloadable puzzles in the newsletter, articles of previous travels, future, all that kind of good stuff, which helps support the channel in future videos just like this one, here in the great state of Maryland, exploring all these scenic towns, areas, battlefields, all of it. Once again, it's RVerTV.tv, and I appreciate it very much. Alright, I think I need to go across the road here. We'll find that bridge. And we're getting down near the end of it, I believe. A lot of people out taking pictures, photography. Perfect place for it. Old farmhouse right there, isn't there? Okay, I think this is the creek. The bridge should be right up the road. Yep, there's a sign. Cool. Wow, we're climbing right up this little hill here. Another battle sign right there. Okay, that's handicap parking. Hopefully there's a parking area here. Oh, there's the bridge. I just got a glimpse of it. Camera's not showing it. It's off to the left down the hill. Yay! Oh yeah, here we go. Park up here. Well, time for another walk. Looks like a viewpoint here. I think we can go all the way down now from up here. A crucial crossing, a general's namesake, and a battlefield icon, the bridge. I bet it was. Back in them days, there's no way to get across the water. Probably a huge battle raged here. Looks kind of in rough shape there in that picture, doesn't it? But that's a real photo from it. Well, I'm gonna walk down there. Burnside Bridge, that's what we want. Rock drainage. Oh, that was probably laid by hand in there. I'll be darned. Okay, to the bridge we go. Quite the flower on that bush, huh? I sprayed down with bug spray because mosquitoes are out. And I got water with me. Anymore, I have a bottle with me all the time. Carry a little camera bag too. That way I can stop, take a break, get a drink, keep trucking. This thing's pretty steep. Show you back up what it looks like. But just take your time. I probably could have rode the e-bike down the road, down this direction where the handicap parking was. But walking's good for me. Okay, we found it. Here is the historic Burnside Bridge. Well, let's walk across history. Not very wide, is it? Of course, in them days, what would you have? Buggies, horses, that kind of thing. Old Model T Fords, Model A's. But it's still here, right over this creek. Big old tree, that might have been here back in the day. trees always date a place. I could only imagine how important this bridge was to both sides. Oh, cool. Right there's the tree. That's it. Right there. Still going from back in the day. It's so peaceful down here. Birds chirping, just real calm. All them years ago as a raging war here. Well, they sure have it set up. It's a very fitting memorial here. Talk about a photographer's dream for photos. This would be the perfect place for a photo shoot. I bet the fall colors when the leaves change down here would just be gorgeous. With this old bridge. Quite a ways to find it, to get to it. There's trails up here. Right there's another memorial too. There's trails all over you can hike. You could literally spend days here reading all these battle stories. Seeing the location, you could spend easily a couple days here. I definitely want to stop National Cemetery there in Sharpsburg. Oh, look at this. Speaking of which, there's your trails. And all the info. Like Gettysburg, you can feel a presence here. Just what the place was, what it's turned out to be, like this massive memorial to all the soldiers, both sides. Incredible. Alright, well, work my way out of here, back to the main road. Well, none of this was really planned that much today. I knew Williamsport, then trucked down towards Harper's Valley, but I had no clue in between. So I'd say pretty successful. Just goes to show you, you never know what you'll find out here until you try. Next video, we're going to run into town here, check out the National Cemetery, explore around town, and keep trucking down towards Harper's Valley, West Virginia. Journey continues. Talk soon.